Hello. Um, I'm still waiting for people. I think I did most of my work done, so I'll just here chatting with you guys instead. I do have had some video ideas, but I just sort of lost them in my head. And honestly, there's this one thing I sort of have to wanting to address. Hello, someone came. As I chill, I think it's time for address this sort of issue, but also personal lore a little bit, right? If you don't know, um, hmm, I, I used to study in a boarding school, right? Not now. Hold up. I used to study in boarding school, right? And I remember very fondly of the one time because my first boarding school experience, the school is like kind of like 40 people. It's like a very small place in the middle of the woods type shit. I remember fondly there like I was like the only Chinese guy around. I think it do, and this is my first time like studying abroad by myself, like without my own family. It gets lonely and scary sometimes, but like the whole thing. I remember there's a couple of Iranian kids sort of took care of me by hanging around me. I guess. I mean, they can be annoying sometimes. To be fair, they're like, especially two of them, they're extremely extroverted, but so they are fine. But like, they're all like, no rough feelings, right? However, among the conversations, I remember the times when they talked about their situation at home and how their own government kind of like screws them over a lot of ways. And there were protests back then, but there are also like more protests from then to now at that place. Although I only met them a year, I still think of them now and then, especially recently with another series of protests and stuff. And luckily, for now, um, the so-called supreme leader, dictator, uh, guy, suddenly did. And all I can say, I just hope that their home can be free for this one time. I hope it goes for the best for them. I hope the guys I met back then, will have a peaceful life after that. This is all I want to say, really. Um, yeah, just in light of recent events. So yeah, let's just continue the stream. Um, that's huh. Uh, mm-hmm. All right. I believe this. Yep. Okay. Hmm. But why is you here?
He wants to test me to see if my skills have I'm assuming you must have seen him going all out before.
I'm sorry. I believe I'm in the quest, right? Yeah, I'm in the middle of the quest. Okay. Let's just continue the quest first. Hey Lisa, how you doing?
Ah, the Grand Master. The archives are filled with documents awaiting his reveal. On another note, have you spoken to...
Okay. Why is everyone here?
Okay, we'll deliver these letters to the adventurers.
The expedition is finally wrapping up.
Like seriously, everyone. Hey, Jean.
Honorary Knight, you're still here.
Huh? But Vark is coming back.
True. From what you and Lowen have told me, the expedition has indeed accomplished. It seems that Mondstadt no longer faces any threat from the perils of the North, be they the Wild Hunt or the Dock. And yet, for some reason, I can't help but recall something the
If I don't make it back from this expedition, you'll have to assume the mantle of Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. If it comes to that, remember to train the next Knight of Boreas in my stead. I've planted some promising seeds in Mondstadt, but some have yet to master the art of social interaction. Some don't yet understand that they too need protecting. And some, well, some might not even want to be a knight. What's wrong? Well, there's no need to frown. I'm going on an expedition, not marching to my death. This is all just a until I return. I leave them.
The lineage of the Knights of Boreas has nearly been extinguished twice in Mondstadt's history.
Knights of
The
Boreas,
first
what's
wandering knight to claim the title arrived in Mondstadt 1,000 years ago. Along with he was as free as the wind. He left no succession plan behind. Even his name was lost to history. The title of Boreas but he had an informal disciple, a knight named Ravenwood, who admired the Knight of Boreas greatly. Ravenwood's valor and when the old aristocracy tried to regain power, Ravenwood came once more to Mondstadt's defense. From then on, the title of Knight of Boreas was passed down from generation to generation.
Wolf spirit? You mean?
Correct. As you may already know, the Wolf of the North is the surviving spirit of an ancient god, and the Knight of Boreas serves as an intermediary between him and humanity. Lupus Boreas, who had never known what it meant to love, came to understand it through the journey with his human companion.
More wolf
In the
lore,
end, he chose to allow his power to become one with the land.
Alright. No in chat. Okay.
This was once a well-known tale in Mondstadt, but these days, few people are aware that the starting point of the Wolf King's journey was not Mondstadt, but Nodcry.
Huh?
You don't seem surprised. Did you sense something in Nodcry? The great Wolf King of the North came here from Nodcry. Although he doesn't like to speak of his past. In fact, he rarely shows himself to people. As such, this tale can only be found deep within the Knights of Favonius library. Even the Grand Master didn't disclose any concrete objectives before departing on his expedition. I couldn't help but wonder. I kept my speculations to myself, however. Sharing them would only spread unwarranted suspicion toward the Four Winds among the people of You experienced the turmoil caused by Duval and the East Wind's actions for yourself. Surely you can No
wonder Varka wasn't clear about his motives.
Very possibly. He was probably also reserving judgment. Having heard about your experiences in Nodcry, I now suspect that the Grand Master hadn't yet asked. And as it turns out, the calamity born in the north wasn't an ancient god, but rather the Wild Hunt and the Doctor. I guess. Yes, I completely agree. The tide can turn right even if his contingency plan never needs to be put into action.
Huh. Okay.
Please be quiet within the premises and refrain from making.
That turned into a pretty long conversation, huh? We should probably go deliver those letters to the Angels share now.
Okay. You know what? I do kind of need to take these.
had asked. Thank you for.
Haven't you heard? There's a string of wanderers.
Oh, angel shit. Alright.
If I take a back out,
Not the fucking
Caught by
poster
alcohol.
again, like you. The poster always blocks me. Or the guy next to him.
When you're mixing drinks in hot weather, start by pouring in cold water and add ice cubes. Then drain out the water before adding the other ingredients. How's that for a secret?
Please. I've known that little trick for a good 10 years at least. You'll have to offer some.
I know there's no one else in the tavern right now, but do you two really need to talk?
Kaya! Rosaria! D-Luke!
Looks like it's about.
A little liveliness never killed anyone. Traveler, Paimon.
Delivering letters.
Please allow me to once again express my sincere condolences regarding your late father and the incident with Eric. We make absolutely. I hope you will give some serious consideration to the question I asked you before I left, though I'm sure you're tired of hearing me ask by now. The Knights of Favonia.
From the look on your face, I'm guessing the Grand Master is still refusing to.
He nags like an old man.
Huh? Drip what?
Nothing, really. Before leaving on the. He, asked me if I'd consider rejoining the Knights of Favonius. And I declined. He expressed his regret about everything that happened, and asked me to
Yeah, right. Sounds like you.
Whatever details I chose to omit are in the past.
You say that now, but back then, you couldn't let it go.
I wasn't seeing the full picture. But my answer remained. Both the Grandmaster and the acting Grandmaster are. I can't see the shadows that lurk beneath them due to the size of the organization they lead. They need someone.
If I had a Mora for every time I've heard you repeat that argument. I actually don't disagree with the first part of what you said. But don't you think someone can keep tabs on things?
When you join an organization, you're bound by its rules, no matter how free it may.
You think so? Never mind the Knights. Have you...
Good question. Have you considered that maybe that's why I chose to join the church and not the Knights?
Are they arguing or not? It's kind of hard to. Oh, kind of like the.
What should I report back to? Public order inside the city? Monster activity in the wild? Oh,
Monster activity. Okay, I guess.
My reply won't be a long one, as usual.
I don't know why it feels like Diluc's eyes always look kind of weird to me. Like it's just too low and too wide. Always.
If you hadn't had to deliver that guy's mail, you wouldn't have been subjected to all this tedious arguing. When I write back, I'll tell.
It's no trouble. Lowen did most of the work. We just volunteered to do the last leg of the journey. Mostly so.
So you see what's really going on here? All three of us.
Huh? Scheme?
What?
No. While I'm sure Varka knows full well that Diluc would never agree to rejoin the Knights, I believe the sentiments he expressed were genuine, as was his offer to. There are people like Kaya and I, and then there are those who are true
Those who
champions of
doesn't wanna
justice to the
even
core.
Become knights. I
Those
think.
people are the most susceptible to being driven to extremes by great upheaval. It's happened in Mondstadt. Not only that, but it happened to a knight of Boreas. That'll really hit home for Varka. And that's why his nagging is even more persistent. Yeah. So no one's told you this before? The lineage of the Knights of Boreas has nearly been extinguished twice in history.
Oh! Wasn't Jean telling us about this? Wait,
I happened to hear about it from Varka once when he was drinking and started yammering on.
Drinking again.
The second crisis in the Knights of Boreas lineage. Although the Knights of Boreas are meant to be intermediaries between humans and wolves, in practice, very few of them have been truly recognized by Lupus. Of those who have, the best known are the first Knight of Boreas, Ravenwood, the wolf pup Rostam, and
Himself?
But 500 years ago, there was one who earned the respect of Boreas even before gaining the title. He was a disciple of Rostam. They thought he would become the mightiest knight of Boreas. He was the perfect knight. Righteous, principled. His name was Roland, the blood-stained knight.
Oh, blood-stained chivalry set. Okay.
Yikes!
Well, apparently his original title was the... But he
White
lost
Knight.
countless comrades during the
Oh.
abyssal calamity 500 years ago. Including the endless bloodshed stained his sword and armor a crimson as deep as black, transforming the White Knight into the After that, he threw himself completely into battling monsters, leaving Mondstadt and the Knights of Favonius behind. It's hard to say whether the loss of an important figure in his life is what drove him to the point of obsession, or whether he was already... But had he known that the Knights of Favonius would always welcome him back? So if you want my opinion... The reason why Varka keeps asking Diluc to rejoin, despite knowing that he'll never say yes, is... After all these years, he's still as persistent as ever.
Huh. Turns out Varka's a lot more thoughtful than he'll... Anyway, there's still something about this whole Boreas business that Paimon isn't really getting. If so, why did Jean say that Boreas and the Wandering Knight only arrived here just 1,000 years ago?
Like, I don't know why Genshin lore is super deep.
Paimon's super curious about what happened to
Who's
Roland.
the team that wrote this shit? Horse.
That's a great idea.
There's no
Jean said he
horses in
hasn't been
Genshin.
showing
They all,
himself much
there's
lately,
always
but
been this
he
meme.
always seems happy to oblige whenever you show up.
Yeah. I don't know why my Genshin streams always have like the lowest viewers. But in fair, so many people like I think like Genshin has so many people are just like tired of it, I guess. And I can't really think of anything new. I mean, other than make a Linux video, but that's a whole nother story right, in it. Oh. Ominous.
What's going on here? The Wild Hunt! What are they doing here? Watch out!
Alright.
Installation chamber. Surge. A moonlit night for all. Animal test succeeded.
Ultimatum protocol.
Observe. Be silent. Night falls.
But that's easy because I got one of the light keepers
Are you
around.
alright? Oh no! What now?
That one.
You scared Paimon stiff! She thought you...
Stop right there. Answer me this.
2 letters? Wasn't it 3?
Okay. Well, Paimon's coolest naive expression doesn't appear to be an act.
Hey! What are you trying to say? Wait. What are... Paimon passed a test?
You may dispense with your suspicion.
Boris, huh?
The Wolfpack has borne witness. They fought against the aberrations that encroached upon this land. Ah, a familiar scent.
Well, if the boss of Wolvendom has vouched for you, I guess I should apologize. Sure was. Fortunately, my experience in Nodcry
I
didn't
still
go
have
to
no
waste.
idea who it is.
Turns out the Wild Hunt all feel the same when you stab them.
Every now and then, like
They didn't
Genshin just
stand a
push out a
chance.
random character from an old region. That
Something
does,
seems wrong with that old wolf, though.
like kind of like Emily,
Go
they
on.
just got a random.
You should check on him.
Emily also feels kind of random. Wait a minute. Oh, special story. Wait. I realized something. Do they have? Yep. Yeah, might as well just do. You guys are here. I don't think I want to get working anytime soon, anyways. Are we gonna fight this guy again? Or Razor? Yeah, Razor again.
Lupus Boreas, not injured.
You are not to blame. With your iron claw, you successfully blocked their attacks. They followed my trail from the distant north across the ley lines. They sought to corrupt the territory I protect. We meet again, human Lupus.
So, are you saying that the wild hunt we just got attacked by came all—
As you know, I stand before you as an incomplete being. I am but one remnant of the source of this turmoil.
Huh? Now Paimon's even more confused.
For many gods, housing a part of their soul within an object is no difficult feat. But those who can perform such delicate partitions as this are rare, even among the gods.
Okay, somehow Venti disappeared.
The Wolf King, Andreas, was particularly adept in this art. Otherwise, no remnants—
Huh? The bard?
Told Bard?
Maybe the god of Animo guided me here. For it
you mean
appears
yourself.
that someone is in need of a tale from the distant past. And who better than a bard to do the honors? Lupus Boreas wandered the frozen tundra and stumbled into the Sealy Hall. Enchanted by their song, tender as the dawn starlight, and curious about the ways of humankind, the wolf bade farewell to his home and set off for the city to the south. As the high tower crumbled and the fierce winds fell silent, Lupus Boreas, who once had hunted with the storm winds himself, looked within and inquired, was the shelter he provided for humanity really any different from that given by the reclusive? The wolf entrusted those under his protection to a new god and quietly returned to the frozen north. There, in a palace long since abandoned by its former master, 500 bitter winters passed. Then 500 equally frigid springs. He slumbered undisturbed until a night stumbled in from the cold, just as Lupus Boreas had once done at the Sealy Hall, and awoke him. The night asked the wolf to join him on a journey south, to see once more the land that had all but faded from his memory. The gentle wolf, unwilling to refuse the human's earnest plea, split his soul into two halves and seeing how the ice and snow had given way to verdant plains, hearing the laughter and song that now filled the once somber city, the aging Lupus Boreas turned to his friend. So, this is the world the humans— Though the night's journey was not yet over, the wolf, he had written the end to his story.
What's the guy
What
the same
knowledge
as the,
he
like,
had
the
been gifted
bloodstained
flowed
knight?
into the land. Everything he was. Well, that's how a bard would tell the tale.
There is no need for you to ask that question.
So that's what happened. You returned to Mondstadt with that knight 1,000 years ago.
You need not feel remorse on my account.
Let's hope no, that's it for the sake of the ones that you.
If anyone should feel regret, it is the part of me who remained in Not Cry. I fear Andreas has not found peace in his heart even. That is surely why those vile aberrations were able to exploit his weakness.
But we followed Boreas' trail in Nodcry. We investigated it.
Andreas should still be slumbering by the lakeside.
Which lake?
Perhaps, and there's more. I detect another familiar scent.
Oh, the White Knight who became the Bloodstained Knight? The mightiest knight of Boreas?
I remember him as just a man. His lifespan should be no longer than any other of his kind. But before it was the ancient kingdom of Conria, as you call it.
If you want to get to the bottom of this, I'm afraid you'll have to make another trip to As luck would have it,
Another old friend
The
of
Valen?
ours just so happens to be free right now.
Ah.
No wonder.
If even Mondstadt has been affected by the fallout, Nodcry must be...
Varka.
I believe too many passengers would slow our dear friend down.
Okay.
I fear...
Alright. Wish it could be me, but I accept that we should send our strongest warrior. I'll stay here and deal with any wild hunt that try harassing.
I stay in.
Razor, give me your...
Okay. Oh. You...
Golden-haired traveler, give this token to the current knight of Boreas. It is a wolf spirit. It contains my power and thoughts.
The Dominator of Wolves once bestowed the power of his soul upon his pack. Strength...
But human hearts and flesh cannot bear the soul of a wolf directly. It would be akin to forceful to prevent the entanglement of souls.
How's the power into
the most? Although,
the blade?
truth be told, that knight does not lack for power. What he needs more is the thoughts within. But I shall leave this for him. The great wolf king of the north remains strong for now.
I will protect Lupacol.
Just give me the word whenever you're ready.
Okay. Razor lore? I don't know.
I can read Varka's letter.
A wolf's claws make poor instruments for...
I don't know what Lohan's doing, but...
Any questions before you set off? The root of this turmoil lies with the remnant soul that Andreas dominate. He once left Nodcry and braved the blizzards to confront the god of storms and claim the right to rule. Yet even as instead, he returned to the north and slumbered for 1,000 years before finally journeying back under the name of Boreas, with the first knight of Boreas to witness the new face of Mondstadt. When the wolf spirit could no longer maintain his physical form, Boreas chose to pour his power into the ley lines. With that, any questions before you set off? 500 years ago, Roland seemed destined to become the mightiest knight of Boreas. He believed firmly in his own ideals of chivalry, vowing to eliminate all injustice from the world. Neither his mentor, the wolf pup Rostam, nor the Grand Master, known as the Lion of Light, could but what was the scent that reeks of blood that Lupus Boreas sensed? And what is its connection to... Any questions before you set off? But the soul of a wolf is as unyielding as ice, and Andreas is a master of molding and shaping it. His people... But human hearts and flesh cannot contain the soul of a god. That's why Lupus Boreas developed the technique of imbuing weapons with his soul. In fact, there's an ancient song that tells this tale. A weapon once of common iron, now through friendship turned divine. Twixt man and wolf, a bond was made. As much as he might claim not to accept humans, his actions sing a different tune. Any questions before you set off?
Alright, let's go.
Alright, over to you, Dvalin.
We have the Valen Airlines. I assume the lake is...
The Knight of Boreas awaits below. We must part ways here.
Alright! Hey, wait! How are we getting down?
We got wind guiders, they're fine. Where are we? Aha, okay. Shit.
Hold the line! The enemy's on the brink of collapse!
Grandmaster!
Haha! Reinforcements! It's about time!
And Paimon too!
We're just about hanging in there. Most of their grunts are taking fight or flight. What will it be, mightiest knight of
As expected, this hastily summoned Wild Hunt horde is nothing but a disorganized rabble. A mere shadow, but they have served their purpose. I now understand your tactics, and you, in turn, understand mine. Farewell, heir to the knighthood of Boreas. Whether you choose to resist me or not, I shall set right the injustices of this world. In the name of the...
Guess they're retreating for now.
So that Wolf of the North lookalike, that was Andreas? But what? Forget that. We can save the...
There's no point chasing after him. We've crossed blades already, and it ended in a stalemate. Right now, there's nothing true. We're still not certain of his true identity. Killing him might be just about possible. The difficult part is...
Huh?
No. Judging from our skirmishes so far, I don't think he's got it. But, compared to Rerir, our current foe clearly has a better understanding of how to exploit Nodcry to his advantage. Particularly when it comes to Andreas's remnant soul. Exactly. Sounds like you... I managed to cut off a sample from our foe, which Albedo and Durin are analyzing as we speak. Meanwhile, our other allies should be making their way home from their own battles by now. We still have some big challenges ahead.
The meeting's probably gonna be in the biggest tent, right?
Why is Yehuda
Looks like
here
a bunch
now?
of people are there already. Why don't we go chat with them?
Hey, good to see. She went to see Lauma and Columbina at the Frost Moon Scions. Apparently, there haven't been any changes to that space the right.
That means the recent Wild Hunt attacks have nothing to do with Rerir, right?
They're keeping a close watch on it just in case. With so many moon experts on the case. Oh yeah, Lauma and Columbina asked me to pass on a message too. Focus? You know something? These Knights of Favonius are paying me a pretty nice sum to deliver a few.
Or maybe because they're urgent. I don't know. And why is him here?
Huh? Flins! Paimon thought...
You're quite right. However, Itlua and Nikita are... And since I'm well acquainted with everyone else here, I was... Sometime.
Alright then.
Hey, Honorary Knight. Albedo and Durin are just wrapping up their analysis. You want to wait for them here? Great. While we're waiting... And that's where things stand. The Wild Hunt is no longer under the Reikir of Solnari's control. But it has been reborn from the ashes, and as intel from the Frost Moon Scions and the Curatorium of Secrets corroborates this. No disturbances have been detected in the space where Rerir resides. What we are facing...
Summarizing current situation. To confirm, the present leader of the Wild Hunt is the creature resembling a wolf. Andreas.
More precisely, it's the external will that has seized control of Andreas' spirit.
Whoa. Hold on. How'd he suddenly get wrapped up with a god from 1,000 years in the past?
Allow us to explain that part. Are you familiar with compensation mechanisms?
What now?
When an organism sustains damage, relevant tissues will undergo changes. For example, when one kidney is damaged, the other will be strengthened to compensate. Or, when a main artery is blocked, Similarly, when the Wild Hunt lost their leader, the Abyss harnessed the memories that flow throughout the ley lines to fashion a new one, fit for the present circumstances. That new leader is a mirror image of Roland, the Bloodstained Knight.
Right. No matter how strong the compensation is, it will never quite match the function. The Roland replica can't possibly imitate Rerir's overwhelming power. So, the Abyss made use of the connection between Roland and Boreas to compensate.
The replica corrupted and took control of Andreas as he slumbered by the bank of Amsvartnir.
Bank of what now?
Ultimately manifesting as the giant beast that you all witnessed. However, exactly why the Abyss chose Roland to mimic, and indeed...
I guess he must have gotten caught up with the Abyss or Nodcry somehow during his wanderings through Teyvat.
Okay, Paimon gets all that, but
We can't kill him right now because a dead god may prove more dangerous from intelligence gathered during the expedition. We have reason to believe that the power released when a god is felled can have catastrophic consequences for us mortals. Worse still, the wrath that remains after a god's passing becomes a source of endless turmoil. Once god remains contaminate the land, they will persist for thousands of years. This land has already been ravaged by the Wild Hunt. If we add god remains to the mix, it'd be like adding salt to an open wound.
Query. While I can indeed find records of disasters caused by god remains in my database, there also appear to be cases of god in that land. The passing of the Pyro-Archon's flame is a common occurrence throughout history.
Great question. Glad you asked. Honorary Knight, you said Lupus Boreas gave you a token to pass on to me?
The massive sword, I suppose.
Come forth, Boreas.
Oh.
This form has come to the end of its time. I'm afraid I can accompany. My soul will fall into silence, and my power will flow into the ley lines of this land. Do not grieve for me, for this is the end I have chosen. Instead, remember that one day, a final wish before I slumber. Sing me a song, that melody you so often hummed.
You saw it too. You must have keen powers of perception. Not that it surprises me. That was Boreas' final thoughts before merging with the ley lines. It's the reason Mondstadt remains unharmed by his god remains. In his final moments, he made a choice to give everything he was to the ley lines. All to protect...
Sounds like Andreas spent thousands of years searching for his place in the world, too.
Yes. And now our task is to return the answer he found. That is, only then can he break free from the corruption and control of the Abyss, and make that decision once.
Yeah, that one.
I see. I would say that planting thoughts inside the mind of a god sounds a little far-fetched.
wait, we already have a perfect solution?
Ha ha ha. If only it were that simple. Unfortunately, this one thought alone, we need to find a way to make the thought within this sword stronger.
For now, Boreas needs all his remaining strength to fight against the abyssal corruption to Mondstadt's ley lines. However, since his form was unstable during his journey with the first Knight of Boreas, many wolf spirit, if we can collect those fragments,
we need to collect
we
them
can
now?
use them to strengthen the decision.
So we need to retrace his steps and look for random fragments?
You don't need to worry about that. Most of them are already inside this sword. I've been collecting them.
Huh?
Wait, what?
I mean, it's an expedition, not a stroll in the park. Each step of the way we've not just the Wild Hunt and the Abyss, but ancient gods.
Sounds like this plan was a long time in the making.
As a matter of fact, I did. I caught a glimpse of fate's reflection. Still, all I foresaw was that an abyssal calamity was brewing in the north. Had I known more, instead, we've had to make best guesses, prepare for every possible scenario. If all that preparation went to waste, all the better for it. But anything that proved useful sure is. Just one crucial step remains. We need to gather the last few wolf spirit fragments scattered around Nodcry, and use them to make the... According to what Boreas told me before we left Mondstadt, his form was at its... But of course, We've been tied up fighting battles since the day we set foot in Nodcry. First with the Wild Hunt, then with the Doctor. So, it wasn't until...
Okay, so...
I managed to gather one fragment before Roland reappeared.
Okay.
I also have a confirmed location for the second. As for the third fragment, we've identified a general search area. The final snag is that since our foe is a replica of Roland, he too will be aware of Andreas' history.
With our foe being from Mondstadt, it's...
And since the Wild Hunt is involved, the Light Keepers will provide...
The Clink Clink Crumbkake craft shop will also help.
So what do they need me here for? Wait, I think maybe I signed a contract at some point. Didn't exactly scrutinize it though. I mean...
Ah, great. Knew I could count on you all. Lastly, our friend from the Curatorium of...
So, you'll be darting back and forth across the battlefield, dodging the Wild Hunt...
Rating for Yehoda updated. Higher quality.
Darn it! I should have known this.
I'll deal with the second Wolf Spirit fragment, which we already know the location of. The moment you make any progress with Fragment 3, Traveler, could you join me in retrieving Fragment 2? I have a... Alright, time is of the essence. Let's move out.
I guess we just have to grab things now.
Stand clear.
Oh shit. What did I accidentally do sucrose? What Yehoda be doing? Yehoda.
Yehoda, you dumb...
Okay, What? No. Not now. Where's that thing? Oh, here. Well,
Didn't you say Fragment 2 was supposed to be right here? Where the heck is it?
Seems like we've run into a slight hindrance. Can I leave this to you, Honorary Knight?
okay, I guess I'll connect things now.
Traveler, Paimon, when this is all over, I'm gonna invite you around for a drink of...
Whoa! Stop thinking about Mondstadt's wine and keep your head in the game! You can't be daydreaming about alcohol before a battle!
Huh? Well, alright, just trying to lift our spirits a little. You want to see...
Ah. That's one way of doing it. Oh.
Is this what we're looking for?
I once got Boreas to explain to me how he stores his soul inside objects. All I need to do is transfer it to my sword, just like back at the camp. But this time, you'd best step back.
Okay. What did it say this time?
So, you're saying you don't know how to love people, and you don't understand human love either. Sorry, I just think the fact you're ruminating on this is all the proof you need that you have love in your heart. I have a funny feeling that by the time this journey ends, you'll have found your own answer to the...
No, you're wrong. There is no redemption at the end of this path. Even if I am stained black with blood, my conscience will remain as white as snow. If pledging allegiance to the Abyss is the only way to sever the injustice of fate, then I shall serve in its name.
Oh, sure enough, this place has been corrupted by Roland's will. Whew. I'm fine. I was prepared for this. We got here just in time. The fragment hasn't been fully corrupted yet. Assuming we can undo the damage, it should... Purifying the abyssal corruption would definitely... Could you try reversing the corruption? Not purifying it, exactly, but separating out the Roland part.
So, keep the Roland part intact as well as the wolf?
Firstly, to test whether it's possible. And secondly, to view Roland's memories. As they say, know thyself, know thy... Let me think. How is it explained to me? Ah, yes. Focus on a single thought within the 1,000 winds.
I guess use the
Actually,
Force from
neither do
Star
I.
Wars.
Huh. Sounds like something a certain tone-deaf bard would come up with.
I thought it might mean something to you. Traveler, when you were in Natland, you went fishing for ancient names, correct? If I'm not mistaken, the Night Kingdom was like a river flowing with concepts, and you were trying to capture the concept belonging to a particular ancient name.
Okay, but back then, we had a bow and a net.
This wolf spirit fragment is like a puddle compared to the Night Kingdom. No need for...
Thoughts and emotions are like interwoven threads. They can create a net, or they can create a rope. They can separate love from hatred, and they can bind. Thought is the anchor for a being's existence, through which emotions are drawn forth.
Also, we barely know anything about Roland.
Well, maybe you could try this.
What is it? It looks...
It's an unsent letter, written by the wolf pup Rostam, Knight of Boreas, from 500 years ago.
Wait, the fuck
it was
do you
meant
have
for
that?
his disciple, the White Knight Roland. After Rostam lost his life in the Abyssal Calamity, Roland left Mondstadt to wander to Vat. Grandmaster Arundelen wanted to deliver this letter to him, but trying to track Roland down was like chasing a shadow. He never...
Quite the antique, then.
Yeah.
Hey, what happened to Mr. Plans for every...
Now, what can I say? Some people like to wait till they've got all their ducks in a row before taking the first step, but I prefer to dive on in and plan as I go. I've been doing it... But anyway, don't they say that poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts? Can't hurt to give it a try, surely.
What does it say, though? Seriously. What does it say? Oh, never mind.
Whoa.
You really are making this up as you go.
So the assimilation of souls really can be reversed. Just like he said.
Oh.
If what you say is true, the monsters I've slain, the justice I have sought to uphold, for mortals to escape this a great and ancient kingdom was wrongfully cursed, turning its inhabitants into monsters. The code of chivalry tolerates not such if abyss be thy name, I pledged.
And that is where the blood-stained knight's tale came to an end. With that, he bade his humanity farewell. I dare say you must find it quite ironic, Knight of Boreas.
That I, Dainsleif, no, while we gazed into the past, he was gazing right back at us. Could it be? So that's what happened. After leaving Mondstadt and wandering the land, Roland ventured underground and saw a revelation from the visionary. Once he had learned of Conria's fate, he saw the gods' judgment as the greatest injustice. So he surrendered himself, giving them his knowledge, his power, his everything.
Uh-oh. Does this mean we have to take...
I'm inclined to agree. If our enemy could see the future, both the Wild Hunt and Roland would be acting with far more lethal precision. But even without the Visionary's input, Roland still has an intel advantage. Every minion of the Wild Hunt serves as Roland's eyes and ears. We need to think one step, and on that note, I have a plan I want to discuss with you. Well, the fewer people who know, the...
What? So confusing, but
that
okay.
about covers it. So, no plan is free of risks. At least this one actually gives us a shot at fully eliminating the danger posed by this ancient god. If I fail, Anselm and Albedo can take the reins.
Who's Anselm?
Not to mention we still have Jean in Mondstadt.
Oh, there has to be another way.
If only there were. But I don't think our enemy will give us enough time to find one.
Unless we got intel.
Are you guys done here yet?
Ah, Yehoda! Yes, we've successfully retrieved the wolf spirit fragment here.
Nope. It's a total disaster. More.
Come on, we're out of time. You'll just have to trust me on this one. What can I say? I'm not the Grand Master for... What's the situation?
You know what, I'll
we
just
ran into resistance almost as soon as we set off.
Good call. Locating the wolf spirit fragment is our key objective. I would have made the same decision.
Yep, I'm back. Hello.
Well, it seems the enemy. Before we ran into trouble, the two teams are holed up here and here.
But the Wild Hunt is stopping them from relaying messages back, right?
We can't spare troops from any of the front.
The logistics company is standing by.
Hanefa!
Designated drop point reached. The logistics company was assisting Aino with the production of the strategic reserve. But after learning of the situation...
Amazing.
Hey, seeing as you can
I regret to say that without the workshop's catapult, and with my short-distance propulsion module on cooldown, I will only be... The logistics company has very limited provisions. Only enough for a single battle.
Both. Once one team has been rescued, the remaining forces will be free to support...
Lightkeepers is fine. I think because I got a Lightkeeper squad.
Ah! It's the Wild Hunt! Come on, let's go help!
Something's not right. The Wild Hunt's offensive doesn't seem to be getting... Don't get dragged into the enemy's rhythm. Logistics company...
Yes, sir! Reporting in, sir. We've identified viable sites...
Good. Wait for my signal.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Logistics company, deploy!
This is an interesting game mode. Okay.
Grandmaster! Honorary Knight! Goodness you're here. Be careful. There's no end to these monsters. However many we kill, more keep coming.
Which is our time. Well, they're about to get a shock to the system. We'll wipe them out faster than they can replenish their numbers. We just have to hold on until the logistics company is ready.
Don't really know how to play it, but I think it's just wonky.
To say they're ready.
It's showtime. Fall back.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ah.
Ready? Fire!
Oh, that's one.
The enemy has sustained heavy casualties. Should be a while before there's... Use this time to catch your breath and...
Yes, sir. We've narrowed down the search area for the final fragment to this zone here.
That's not exactly very
We split the search area between us and the Retniki.
Either way, I was about to go lend them a hand now.
Absolutely.
We've run right through our supplies. We'll stay here and do now that they've lost their numerical advantage.
Ugh. Looks like the same situation here.
Reinforcements. Hey, you keep them busy while we work on getting rid of this god-awful myth.
Understood. Everyone got that?
Yes, sir.
Alright. We'll start going.
On me. Hey, they're running out of steam. Now's your chance.
Affirmative. Sorry to keep you waiting.
That's their source. It was hidden in the mist. If we destroy that, the Wild Hunt won't be able to summon any more reinforcements.
Knights of Favonius, charge!
Maria sweeping in!
Well, it's gone.
Ooh, I'm glad. Brave Knights, on behalf of the light,
There's no need to be so formal. When it comes to the abyss...
very well. We've narrowed down the search area for the final fragment to this zone here.
Yes! Now it feels like we're finally...
I'll say. We're sure to face fierce resistance from the Wild Hunt, though.
It would be our pleasure.
Okay.
Much obliged.
Ah, okay. I'll deal with the heart.
The hiding in the mist trick again. These guys, you all know the drill. The Knights of Favonius will engage the enemy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, can I have my regular sword back? No, okay.
Lightkeepers, prepare to dispel the mist.
Ah,
Knights of Favonius, charge! Time to counterattack! Rally to the Grandmaster! Charge!
It's probably gone right now. Yep. Oh, there's more? More?
Ugh, this wild hunt doesn't know. Traveler! Mr. Varka?
Just like last time. Only a night of boring.
Don't underestimate us, Grandmaster.
Ha! That's the spirit. Stay on your toes. Either we all march back to Mons.
What did Vorka do?
The final fragment is right there. Don't let me down.
It seems you have collected them all.
Yeah, and with no corrupted fragments or ambushes along the way. I have to commend your chivalry, Sir Roland.
A true knight does not resort to underhanded tactics. Were this body not a false one created by the Wild Hunt, nor would I countenance those monsters to taint our duel with their presence. If you need a moment to rest, take it. Victory will...
Save your breath! If you want to fight, let's fight!
As you wish.
I see it's basically the old...
Is everyone all right? My granny fights better than these rookies. It's Egbert I'm worried about.
For a moment there, I thought...
Hey, stay put, you guys. Leave the rest to us.
Forget us. We can take care of ourselves.
You're the only one still standing.
We can't lose our Varka. Please! You...
I don't know about Vorka though.
You're holding back, Knight of Bor. This duel does no justice to the way of chivalry. I wield the power of a god, while you dare not your plan is doomed to fail.
You're on...
Andreas's question, Boreas's answer, the means to bear a soul. Though the false path may be wide and welcoming, only destruction lies at its end.
Cutscene?
It's over. Your sword lies shattered. The wolf spirit and the thoughts you blindly placed your faith in have nowhere left to dwell. Join me and pledge your allegiance to the abyss, Knight of Boreas.
For the next part, it's over to Outlander who come.
Huh.
The sword looks like I'm no longer in reality. There's no way back. And all that lies ahead is the wolf smoke. Huh. Guess...
Huh. That's... feels...
Yeah.
Kind of like Sumeru, in a way.
A Favonius sword? Who left this here?
Huh?
Lonely warrior. Take me to see him.
On me!
No matter the epoch, the world is awash with corruption and injustice. I have aided the oppressed and righted many wrongs. I have slain sinners and delinquents. I have slaughtered tyrants and demons. But however mighty one's blade, before the great injustice of fate, a mere mortal can but bow their head. There is only one way to save them.
Who are you really trying to convince?
What I heard, right? The reason why the Canadians were not allowed to die is because they don't want the abyss to things to get into the abyss. Well, I mean the abyss not get into the lines. It does like potentially contaminate something like war problems. But that's just one lore view, you know. I'm not too sure.
Stormwind!
Oh. Is this the fair shadow?
The title of Boreas must find an heir.
On me!
The scent that reeks of blood appears to be getting stronger. Looks like I can just jump right over these obstacles.
Shit, hold elemental skill. Oh, you can do that? Okay, that's one new thing to learn. Huh, a new movement ability. Nice.
Try to keep up!
Huh. I have no idea what the Traveler is doing. There's a third sword.
No matter the
Again?
epoch, the world is awash with corruption and injustice. Even the most fearless hero cannot fight what fate has ordained. And even the holiest god cannot escape the shackles that bind them. Lupus Boreas, if you still harbor love for humanity, then you must surely know. There has only ever been one way to save them from injustice. Surrender to the abyss.
Malicious lies! Maria sweeping in!
Surprisingly, those are easy.
Stormwind! Stormwind! Charge! Stormwind!
Alright.
Huh? My old friend.
This is not where your path ends. You must continue on.
Rostam, Ravenwoods, and Wandering Knight.
This wind feels less than welcoming. I'd better take shelter.
As you can see here.
On me.
This just sucks.
Ah! I can't hide from it!
You must deliver it.
Huh? More wins now? Oh no.
Your path cannot end here.
Or some raven.
You draw near to the heart of the wolf.
Even if you had an army of 10,000 men, in the end, you must face this fight alone. Lonely warrior. Step forward.
And then there'll be a massive wolf.
Is
or
this
guy.
the heart of the wolf?
Oh. Is it who I think it is? Yep.
Roland! After countless bloody battles, trials, tribulations, and hardships, I, with my mortal flesh and blade, attained power to rival that of the gods. But you know better than I that a mortal's prime is fleeting. In 5 years, maybe 10, age will snatch your strength. The power you take such pride in will fade to naught, disappearing like dust in the wind. Your fame will be as fleeting as firewood beneath the starry sky, lit at dusk, dead by dawn, utterly insignificant.
Oh yeah? Be that as it may, the fires that burn down here blaze more brilliantly than the light of 1,000 stars.
They blaze for but a moment. 100 years from now, your earthly flame will be long snuffed out.
What if I...
And those you once illuminated will be left cowering in the cold and empty night.
Ha! No. They'll remember me in 100 years, just as I remember all of you from centuries ago. That's the thing about firewood. From the embers of a dying flame, a new fire arises, burning bigger and brighter than ever before.
A knight's duty is to save others, not demand things from them. How can one call themselves a knight while placing their hopes in generations to come?
Well, as long as I put an end to you here and now, I won't need to rely on anyone else. Now, show yourself, Roland!
Put an end to me? Your body and mind are already at the limit of what they can bear. It is only a matter of time before they yield and crumble. But if this is your final request... I shall do as you wish. Knight.
Huh. You're not quite how I imagined you. You don't
Not once have I strayed from the righteous path. But when I look at you, I do not.
I guess we have that much in common.
Right.
The race Mari's forces have been defeated. And the Roland you see is but an imperfect image. I wield the power that Roland did at his peak. But my heart and mind
remain frozen. Therefore, I, in my current, after redeeming you from injustice and guiding your surrender to the abyss, I shall rectify myself and continue to follow the
Huh. The world out there can bear no more of your torment. Your obsession, clearly, remains exactly as I had imagined.
No words can make a knight doubt his convictions, no matter how noble they may sound. Otherwise, why would you pin all your hopes on Boreas's? But now the blade that once housed the wolf spirit has been shattered, and all you hold is a phantom that you no longer have the means to change the situation. And no one will come.
Maybe you're partly right. But I think I might just have a shot at a rescue.
And then Travel is gonna be out there doing some weird shit.
What do you mean?
There's only one person's mind I need to change, and it isn't yours. Forgetting where we are? This is the heart of Andreas, god of... Andreas! Can you hear me? Wake up! You are the great god of the North Wind! How long will you allow yourself to suffer the...
If this is your final gambit, grand displays of heartfelt wishes cannot summon miracles.
Return. Return to the Layla. This is my choice. Is this the answer that I found at my journey's end?
Andreas, at long last, I have delivered your token back into your heart.
A knight of Boreas. Oh. This is all that a wolf can hope to do for humankind.
On behalf of all humanity, I thank you, Lord of Wolves.
Boreas is returning to the ley lines. But why? Your sword is broken. You no longer have the means to bear his...
Begging for miracles is a futile endeavor. I know better than that. But a sword is just one kind of vessel. There are other ways to store a soul.
Your glove.
The Dominator of Wolves once bestowed the power of his soul upon his pack, strengthening their hearts and sharpening their claws and fangs.
Even if it is not my intention, the soul of Lupus Boreas will inevitably ravage, devour, and assimilate a mortal heart. As if human and wolf were being...
If a mortal heart is to bear the soul of a god, this is a path that cannot be retraced. Yet, I shall not dissuade a knight from embarking.
Your heart, your soul, they are collapsing. No.
You were wondering how a lamb could tame the heart of a wolf. Here's my answer. You get the wolf to swallow the heart.
Huh. Lamb could tame the heart.
The wolf spirit within the sword was merely a decoy. The true thought to avoid arousing my suspicion. You deliberately allow Lupus Boreas' soul to assimilate your own, then be devoured by me. But how did you have the strength to fight while bearing such...
Compared to Lupus Boreas' decision, my sacrifice...
You have a stubborn will, and employed an exceptional strategy. But this is not the way a true... Your soul is now merged with that of Andreas. When he fully joins, neither Barbados nor the Traveler will be able to anchor your soul from within the ley line. You have lost, and so have I. Regrettably, I can no longer. May your soul rest in peace with Boreas, lonely warrior.
Haha! Lonely? Sorry to disappoint you, but as much as it sounded like the perfect ending for both of us to return to the ley lines together, the fact is that, unlike the true Roland of the past, I still have fine wine and good friends to get back to. I'm not ready to accept my fate just yet.
Ding dong! You've got me.
What? Venti, what now? What?
Until I return, I leave them in your care.
Huh.
The Knights of Favonius will always welcome you. Come on! Come on, Stat!
Dear Grandmaster.
To Varka. To Varka.
Family.
No pig call.
Everyone's letters. That's like everyone, no? I mean, in most outfit, but.
Poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts. Make sure they all get delivered, Outlander who caught the wind.
This feels weirdly nostalgic in the, like when I started playing Genshin type shit.
Grandmaster! Grandmaster! Grandmaster!
Master.
Varka. Varka. Uncle Varka! He's the right to us!
For Varka.
The letters somehow have use.
The thoughts of others anchor you, reversing the assimilation. Using your connections, relying on outside help. This is not the way of a knight. The Abyss can sustain me no longer. But now, countless souls who died unjustly will emerge to prevent your return. If you believe in your path, then grant them release. Carve your way out through bloodshed. Varka, mightiest knight of Boreas.
This is how it ends. Throw the plan out of the window. Fight my way to victory. Well, that suits me just fine!
I expect a battle cutscene. Never mind, I mean this
The
one.
knight is always true to their word. So please, keep your promise and return victorious.
Bro, that's like Deluxe Soul. What the fuck?
Right back at you, Varka.
Charge! I can't fall here. Thunder! On me.
The north wind blows southward. May it guide you on your journey home.
Oh, remix. Okay, I like it.
Leave it all to me!
There's an ice-cold drink with your name on it.
Oh, Cayenne Rosario. Okay.
Don't go dying in a place like this, Varka.
That's literally other people, because like his kid is literally using whatever element your teammates have, right? Sort of. I don't know. After playing Organized Enfield, I'm getting better at dodging for some reason. No, I don't have time for you.
Try to keep up! On me.
Nope. I need to go. Like now.
Fly home to us, Grandmaster! Spread your wings and soar toward a new
Now we have
dawn.
Venti. Oh.
Fate. Chosen Lupaka.
Off the edge,
Huh?
I can't believe like such an old ass sword.
Final battle.
What now? Oh, that works. Damn, what?
Walk forward and do not look back.
Oh, actual injuries.
Varka, now I know the meaning of my name.
After the lengths you've made everyone go for you, you'd better make sure to thank us all properly when you get back.
You know, I have a lot of things to update you on, but they can wait until you're back.
I have no intention of returning to the Knights of Favonius, but I trust you will find a way to manage on your own.
Grandmaster, we're all waiting for you.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm not doing too bad a job as Grandmaster, am I?
Sword lore. Jesus. Right.
I'll take that silence as your approval. Everything you swore to protect with your lives, it's all still here, safe and sound. The Knights of Favonius, Mondstadt, and the oath sworn by every knight. I'll protect them all with my life. And so, I'll deliver that letter on your behalf.
This is actually nice, like a good ending out of all. Oh. That sword.
I know it's just a shadow of the real Roland, but if you have the time, could you please read it for him?
What does he say though?
Rostam and Arundelen, they never forgot you. Phew. This has been one long expedition. From here on out, I think I'll let the wind lead.
Venti. If it ends right here, it would be perfect. But no, Genshin always ruin it by some, I don't know. I think some sort of weird aftermath. Or that.
Hey everyone. It's been a mighty long time. I'm thrilled to see you all again.
Welcome back, Grandmaster.
Yeah. I'm home.
Actually, good ending. Actually, didn't ruin it this time. Didn't ruin the ending. Actually, didn't. They didn't. For once, they didn't.
It's been a while since I felt this wind on my face. Just how I remember. The sword was just a decoy. I carried his soul in my own heart. That was the second half, though. Using everyone's thoughts to guide me back out of the...
All jokes aside, what would you have done if the Traveler hadn't been able to separate...
Initially, I was planning to have Barbados carry out that step. But when I approached him about it, he said there was a much more suitable... Turns out our trust was not... Then, I guess we'd have had to get Barbados to send a wind to blow me back, but it would have come at a heavy price. And with no guarantee of success. It's a good question. A glass of the finest dandelion wine, perhaps? No doubt I'd have to pay for it with a secret stash of cash in my office.
You're dreaming if you think it would have come that cheap.
It's been a while since I felt this wind on my face. Just how I remember. Well, with the shadow of Roland vanquished, the Wild Hunt won't be able to consolidate their forces for the foreseeable future.
Okay.
A few knights will remain on rotation at the Nodcry stronghold, but everyone at Albedo and Duran will come back with the first wave. So you should... it's been a while. My future. You may already have learned of this from Barbados or the Hexen Circle, but I glimpsed a reflection of the future. Correct. Although, as things stand now, I believe we may have changed. Still, after I've tied up some loose ends with the Knights of Favonius,
I think they did predict it.
I'll need to make another trip back
happened,
north.
So.
There's still a lot of work to be done at the Nodcry stronghold.
There's still
Besides,
work.
the first group of knights who volunteered to stay there have yet to be relieved of their duty. How could I simply abandon them?
How noble. But be honest, your main reason for going back to Nod... Wait, seriously?
What?
I'm only pulling your leg.
God.
You'll be seeing a lot more of me in Mondstadt from now on. It's been a while since I felt this wind on my face. All right, then. I'm gonna stay here and enjoy the breeze.
Nice. I think I'll just end the stream right here then. I'll see you guys next time, hopefully. Bye bye.